Hello and welcome to my first night in China. This is the hotel room where I will be staying for the next 6 weeks. It's really very nice. It's very nice and very clean. I just got through with 36 hours of almost straight travel, including Nashville to LA to Guangzhou to Chengdu, and then a 2 hour car ride here to Mianyang. So I am exhausted, but I am also kind of trying to force myself to stay awake a little bit later. It's about 6 p.m. local time because I don't want to go to sleep now and then wake up at about midnight and just be completely unable to sleep. So I might try to hold on for my normal bedtime of about 8 or 9. We'll see how I do on that. But I got to meet a bunch of the students in the international program already, and I got shown around and got to walk all over campus. Actually just got a bunch of steps in, which is also pretty good for my night's sleep. And yeah, so I hope to keep remembering to do these as I experience new things here in China. The buffet at the Holiday Inn in Chengdong. This is the Chongqing high-speed railway station, and it is absolutely massive. So here we are on the 30th floor of the Glen View Hotel in Chongqing, China. So yeah, we are way up in the air. They're clearly doing a major construction project over there. So here is my room. It's huge and very nice, considering this only cost me about $75 US. The largest buffet yet, the buffet at the Glenview in Chongqing. It's absolutely massive. So over there is a station where they make you fresh like noodle soups. And then over here is all the pastries and coffee. And then over here is kind of the traditional set of Chinese vegetable dishes, etc. It's very wild. This is a major pedestrian shopping area in the center of Chongqing. Our tour bus in Chongqing. This is the riverboat tour we're hopefully going to get on. It's been really chaotic and not sure exactly what's happening. Chongqing riverfront from the deck of our river cruise boat.
Yeah, I see Dr. Nyibuki and Dr. Kelly enjoying life here.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is so cool.
I wondered why they are here, but they came to teach in Mianyang. What are you guys doing here?
Yeah, we're here to have fun.
I'm supposed to be teaching physics, but
Yeah, this is
在船头一个180度镜享这美两江风光，在8分钟可以体验一次更加牢的旅行。为了感谢各位朋友的光临，
another view
我们
from
精心为
our
您准备了各种精美
riverboat
的食
cruise
果、小吃、茶
as
水
we
饮料等。
prepare to
欢迎各位
embark.
朋友到2楼船头观景家。
An almost full moon over the city of Chongqing as we continue our riverboat cruise. So many lights out tonight. Another view of Chongqing from the riverboat. with a different angle on the central peninsula that's like the main downtown business district. A view from the back of the riverboat cruise as we cruise along the river in Chongqing. Cruise boat making a turn. Those brightly lit towers that are kind of gold colored are bright gold in the daylight as well. The city really is just amazing at night from the river. Oh, I think we're maybe coming back in towards our starting point again. We might be almost done with the riverboat cruise. Good night, Sister Moon. That is a cable car that runs across the river. It must be quite a thing to do at night. Another excellent view of the Chongqing cityscape at night. There are many impressive bridges across the river Yangtze, which is, I think, what we're on. And we took a bus tour that was on many of them. Oh, we're coming back around on a building that has an amazing video billboard on the side. It looks in the daytime like some kind of war robot just crouching, ready to basically, like a transformer, turn into a giant fighting robot. Well, we've reached the Sunday of my first week here in China, and I'd been meaning to record these video diaries a little more frequently, so let's try to do a recap. It's been a whirlwind already. So I arrived in China on Tuesday after leaving Nashville on Sunday. And we got ourselves settled in and pretty much just got some dinner and went to sleep. Then Wednesday morning, 8 a.m., I had my first class, and right away kind of into the fire of just understanding how much trouble the Chinese students would have with my English. And I feel bad about that. I want them to get a positive experience out of this. I want them to feel like they really learned something. And so what I'm trying to do as a start is find Chinese translations for just keywords, not the whole thing, because an important part of this is for them to develop their English skills so that they can become international learners. But I think that if they don't understand anything of what I'm saying, that's not very helpful either. It's also a bit of a struggle getting them to really engage and ask questions. My style of like actually walking up to people and asking questions, I think, is a little intimidating. I think they'll warm up to me. I hope they'll warm up to me. I'm trying to be just as open and kind and friendly as I possibly can be. And I'd like to think I can be pretty kind and friendly. And so hopefully this is going to get through to them and they'll really come to trust me and be willing to ask questions. So that's the teaching stuff. Then we had a lovely day going around and shopping on Wednesday and kind of running some errands with the coordinator of the program here, who's an absolutely lovely woman named Camilla. And then Thursday, I was maybe going to meet with my co-teachers, but then they didn't have time. And so I kind of ended up wasting Thursday. I did some work and I did some walking around, but one of my goals here is to get a Chinese watch. And so I did try to walk to the closest watch store, but it's one of those things where you just can't get there from here. There's a major road in between here and there's just no walking path. So I'm going to go soon down to one of the major malls, the one we actually went to on Wednesday, but there are a bunch of, like 10 watch shops in the block right around it. So I'm just going to It's called Didi is the ride sharing service. I'm going to take a Didi over to that area and just walk around and try to communicate with folks who probably don't speak any English at all. That's been one of the things that I probably should have known, but has still been surprised by. Folks don't speak any English. And so we just went on a big weekend adventure. It was a ton of fun. We took the high speed rail down to Chengdu, stayed overnight in Chengdu in a very lovely Holiday Inn, believe it or not. And then we took another high speed rail over to Chongqing, which is just an absolutely massive city. I'll be hopefully sharing some other videos of that. But 32 million people, just absolutely massive. We stayed in this really lovely hotel, like really high quality, high rise hotel for 75 US a night, which was pretty great. And but just like going out to dinner, the menus are in Chinese. People don't speak Chinese. One of my friends is unfortunately very picky. He's been a problem, not in a bad way, but he can't find food. Everything's either too spicy or kind of not cooked enough. It's just not what he wants. But I've eaten a bunch of really great stuff already, and had a lot of fun doing it. But in Chengdu, we just sort of struggled. We just wanted to do a city tour bus, and we knew it existed, but we couldn't for the life of us get anybody to tell us where to pick the dang thing up. And so we had a good time in Chengdu, but we didn't get a ton out of it. We basically, the one thing we did is we just paid a taxi driver 100 yuan, which is like $14, to drive us forever. I mean, he drove us all over the place. I don't know how he didn't be like, yeah, I need 200 guys when he dropped us off. But we went to the New Century Global Mall, which is the largest building on Earth as of now, with over 18 million square feet of floor space. It was just inconceivably large. It was like a whole city block and 1,000 foot high. Unbelievable. So then, like I said, we went from Chengdu to Chongqing. And again, even getting on the right train is kind of a challenge because none of the station agents speak any English. We got ourselves saved by some nice folks who are actually engineers in Mianyang who really helped us out to get a ticket to Chongqing, or maybe this was, yeah, to Chongqing. Anyway, Chongqing, the tourism went a lot better. We found a city tour bus that took us all over the place for like $1.50 each. And that was great. It just drove us around the city for an hour and a half. It was fantastic. Got to see all sorts of cool stuff. And then at night, this ended up being an adventure too. So just a lady who worked at the office where the city tour bus picks up had a side hustle where she was selling tickets for one of the riverboat tour cruises, boats. And she was like, oh, yeah, it's only 15 minutes. Well, no, walking. No, it wasn't, because it was like 15 minutes to the riverfront and then like 1,500 feet down to the river. And so that was a real challenge, and just a million people. And we didn't really understand that it was basically like all the boats. There's a billion different boats. They all just get on, do the same tour, and drop you off. But it was totally worth it because the city is basically just the downtown area you go around. Like every building has LED lights all over it. And so it was just this gorgeous, gorgeous experience. And I took some videos of that I'll share as well. And then we basically went to sleep, got up in the morning. Luckily, I've been, and this is not my normal role, the planner for this trip. So I've got an app that's been helping us find train times and stuff. And I looked at it and I'm like, we need to leave at 10. And so we really needed to hustle. We kind of had an early breakfast, got on the road, and actually did a great job once we found the ticket office of getting the right tickets to the train, getting on a train, first class high speed rail out to Mianyang straight from Chongqing. Took about 3 hours, but really perfectly comfortable. About $50 for that trip. And then, yeah, back in Myanmar at the hotel. Gonna relax this afternoon, do some work and tour the campus a little bit more, get dinner with the guys. And yeah, tomorrow morning it's off to the races teaching wise. Got 600-minute classes to teach this week, and then it only gets busier from there.